If you talk about the guitar, which is the most popular instrument in the world, you know, that instrument's definitely got a lot of attention. And we've got stylists from, you know, all over the world bringing their influences from where they come from.
What talent, and they're so young to exhibit this kind of talent and to have such a mastery of their instrument. So I'm quite impressed.
Today we're going to be listening to a lot of great young guitar players, and they will be able to benefit from our experience.
It's important to have something like this going on, and I see how long this institute has been running and the mission that they're doing, and it's really great to see that. So there's definitely a connection for me with my life's work with that.
For me as a band leader, I always notice who wins and who are the finalists, because I'm always looking for people. I need people that can play, and there's really not that many people who can really play. I mean, there's lots of people who can kind of play, but you know, to get the highest level improvising musicians remains difficult.
Our heart is to judge, you know, musicians that deal with improvisation. You know, like each one of them have such a distinctive voice.
I think the sax and the guitar go very well together. It can be very intimate, and it can be very melodic. It can be like a horn, and it can also accompany itself. That's like a piano.
Wonderful, wonderful thing. We have to keep this alive because, you know, I mean, venues around the country are dying, you know, with live music, well, live jazz music, you know. So we want to keep this going because whether the people know it or not, they need this.
We use the word competition, but there is no competition really in jazz. It's not about that. We don't fight in jazz. We share. That's really what it's about. And that's the way the musicians themselves feel. So there isn't that kind of pressure of competing against someone other than themselves. If you want to compete with somebody, compete with yourself.
It's a really important program, and I was a part of it many years ago, 2001 to 2003. And it's, you know, to me it's like being in therapy, musically, but also just you kind of figure out who you are emotionally and how you communicate. And so you really are able to have this kind of safety of 2 years to just focus on your craft.
Amazing organization, and I think that they are doing incredible work, very important work, spreading the good news about this American-born music called jazz. And it's now a worldwide phenomenon. So this institute is doing yeoman's work, I think, in getting the good news out.
I love working with guitar players because they're kind of a combination of horn and piano. You know, they can kind of weave around harmony and melody, much like a piano.
It gives a platform to a lot of young artists, like we're hearing tonight with the guitar competition, and it's something that a lot of people around the world aspire towards. As far as the competition goes, everybody wants to be in it, everyone would love to win it. Also, the college program is huge. People from all over the world know about it, and they're all itching to be a part of it. It's like a unique program that speaks for itself.
They provide music education, jazz education, and blues education, you know, to like junior high school students in schools where they normally wouldn't have funds to pay for it. It's not just about being a musician or becoming a jazz musician. It's about, you know, elevating our culture.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And I also came here tonight to honor my friend Terrence Blanchard. Terrence invited me on a gig, the Billie Holiday Tributes, which was a big part of launching me out. And we played at the Hollywood Bowl and the Chicago Symphony Center, and it was kind of how I got out there. And it was so much fun. So I especially came tonight to honor him and say thank you.
Terrence, I mean, you know, it's like we had Miles Davis School, you know, then you have Herbie Hancock School, and then you have Terrence Blanchard School. I mean, so many great musicians come from Terrence or work with Terrence, you know. He's one of the greatest player and teacher as well.
Guitar is one of those instruments that had a totally different type of identity. And when the great jazz artists, you know, got a hold to it, they did what most jazz artists have done throughout its history. Change the definition of what it is, change the sound of it. And to hear some of these young guys that are here part of this competition, they are definitely following in that tradition.
The guitar, to me, is all of the fingers of the piano rolled up into this small instrument with 5 strings and this little small cute body and the long neck.